Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, November 6th, 2023. I am Brantley Swanston Hendrickson. One bill received its first reading during a sit-in of the Nevis Island Assembly on Monday, November 6th, 2023. Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Mark Brantley, is the mover of the bill to amend the Integrity in Public Life Ordinance Cap 1.02 and for matters related thereto and connected therewith.
Madam President, I rise to have introduced and read the first time in this Honourable House a bill shortly entitled Integrity in Public Life Amendment Bill 2023. This, of course, Madam President, being the first reading, the intention would be that the bill then would go for public consultation.
The November 6th sit-in of the Nevis Island Assembly also featured announcements by President the Honourable Michelle Slack Clark, as well as statements by Minister of Agriculture and Culture, the Honourable Eric Evelyn, Minister of Water Services and Disaster Management, the Honourable Spencer Brand, and Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Premier the Honourable Mark Brantley on Monday, November 6th, read an update from the Four Seasons Resort Nevis following a fire at the resort on October 31st. He was speaking in the capacity of Minister of Tourism during a sit-in of the Nevis Island Assembly.
With full support of the resort, local authorities conducted an investigation of the recent fire at the fitness centre and pro shop at Four Seasons Resort Nevis and determined the cause was related to a malfunctioning piece of equipment. The property engineering team, alongside external experts, are now reviewing mechanical and electrical equipment on property as they look to further enhance already stringent engineering and maintenance policies and procedures. Today, they are pleased to announce that the resort has been able to successfully relocate impacted fitness services. Beginning Saturday, November 4th, that is last Saturday, SureFit, a new and rebranded fitness center, will be conveniently located next to the Calypso pool. As a result, the kids' club will be temporarily relocated next to the gift shop. Golf, tennis, pickleball, and spa offerings are fully operational and available for guest employment. Four Seasons Resort Nevis would like to once again express its gratitude to its employees, guests, homeowners, partners, local officials, and the Nevis community for their ongoing support. They look forward to welcoming everyone back to their beautiful resort.
The Premier noted that the employees had worked to ensure the hotel's services were not interrupted for an extended period is a testament to the resilience of the Nevisian people.
I have toured property, and my colleagues will also have toured, some of them, to see for themselves. I went the morning after. And, Madam President, we have pledged the government's full commitment and partnership in ensuring that all is restored in the shortest possible time. Notwithstanding what could have been a tremendous tragedy for all of us here on the island of Nevis, that tragedy, through the grace of God and through the work of our firefighters and the work of our Nevisian people at the Four Seasons, that tragedy has been averted. And Four Seasons is now back in business. We are hopeful that they will have the bumper season that they're predicting.
Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Still to come.
And we expect that you, at the end, any man who decides to join, they would be able to be master chefs in their home.
The details after this break.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free healthcare at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. On Monday, November 6th, the Nevis Island Administration, in collaboration with the United Nations UN Office for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, hosted a mega youth summit at the Malcolm Gishad Recreational Park. The event featured more than 90 participants who were engaged in a variety of activities promoting the UN's 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Cosbert Woods, UN's Country Coordination Officer for St. Kitts and Nevis, explained the idea behind the initiative.
As we seek to foster an inclusive and people-centered approach towards achieving the UN 2030 Agenda for the Sustainable Development Goals, summits such as these are geared towards providing a platform for the youth of St. Kitts and Nevis to engage in meaningful discussions on the importance of the Sustainable Development Goals and the challenges impeding implementation, with a view to making concrete recommendations and commitments towards accelerating the process. Therefore, we ask you to come along with us on this very exciting journey today, where we explore some of the Sustainable Development Goals, get a better understanding of the Nevis context, and seek to establish a mechanism for greater youth involvement and the implementation of the SDGs for a sustainable future for all of us.
Speaking on the UN's 2030 Agenda, Minister of Youth, the Honorable Troy Liburd, encouraged the participants to recognize the important role youth must play to successfully attain the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs.
The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, are not abstract ideals. They are tangible objectives aimed at transforming our world, from eradicating poverty and hunger to ensuring quality education and promoting gender equity. These goals represent our shared vision for a brighter future. And here, in the hearts and minds of the youth, lies the key to their achievement. You, the youth of the Federation, are the torchbearers, the innovators, and the leaders who can drive this change. Dear youths of Nevis and the Federation, I urge you to seize these goals not as abstract ideals, but as blueprints for action. Let your passion fuel your commitment to creating a St. Kitts and Nevis where no one is left behind, where every child has access to quality education, where opportunities abound, and where peace and justice prevail.
The forum of the event categorized 16 of the SDGs into two informative segments: People and Prosperity, presented by Woods, followed by A Planet and Peace, presented by Wendy Elliott Williams, UNICEF ECA Program Coordinator for St. Kitts and Nevis. The participants were joined by a panel of parliamentarians from the Nevis Island Administration who promoted SDG number 17, Partnership for the Goals. The Department of Gender Affairs is inviting men on Nevis to register for its 2023 edition of Men Can Cook.
We have professional chefs who would be joining us so that the men would receive top-class cooking lessons, and so they would receive skills in frying, baking, sautéing, the whole works. And there are lots of benefits for men learning how to cook. Of course, we anticipate that the men would be able to show those skills and be able to have the family time that comes with sharing a meal, and also the preparation. Teamwork makes the dream work. It is a skill that would last a lifetime. And Men Can Cook starts on the 20th of November until the 7th of December, Mondays and Thursdays. And so it would be in the evening from 5 p.m. So that's the time that you have to dedicate. Just six sessions, and we expect that you, at the end, any man who decides to join, they would be able to be master chefs in their home.
November is celebrated as International Men's Month, and Gender Affairs Officer Mario Philip is encouraging men to register to be part of this activity.
If you're out there and you've always wanted to cook and you're wondering, how you could up your skills a bit, Men Can Cook is for you. And if you're a female and you know somebody in your life and you need them to up their game, feel free to recommend them to Men Can Cook. To register, you just have to reach out to the Department of Gender Affairs. We are located on Government Road, obliquely opposite the Alexandra Hospital, upstairs the GMBC building. You can also call our phone number, 469-5521, extension 6750. Or you can give us a call on 665-6302.
The deadline for registration is Wednesday, November 15th, 2023. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanstead Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.